Okay, so here we are, day 2. So everything's been taped. Pretty much everything's been loaded, and I'm starting to skim some walls. I just had a lot of straightening to do first. So as you can see there, it's wet all the way up and down. There was a big butt joint that was hiding that you couldn't really see, but I felt it. Right there was a big bump. I had to fill it out and straighten it out. From there all the way up is a big bump. I had to straighten it all out, all the way to there, all the way down. So I gotta let that dry before I can do any skimming on these walls. So today was just straightening things out. Right up there, it's all wet. I had to straighten it out. There was a big bump there. Like if I skimmed it, it would go whoop. So I had to coat it sideways first, because when I skim up and down. So there was a big huge wow there. It was an indent like half an inch or so, 3/4 of an inch. So I filled it right up with the Durabond. Did all the tops with the Durabond today with a 10-inch knife all the way around. So now they're nice and smooth. I'll be able to start coating up and down on them. It's all straight now. So I did it all the way around this room. Any rooms that were the Plaster 2 drywall tie-ins, it's all been done. So all the way around this room. Same thing in here. It was just a matter of straightening things out as much as I can before I start the skimming process. So there's a lot of straightening in here too. So that's starting to get a little bit more rounder. It's going to make it flow more after it gets the 3 coats of the wall skimming process. So it's just a matter of filling those top edges and getting it all straightened out. So that way now I can start skimming the up and down. And then straightening things out, right? Down there. This whole thing. And then there's that part where all the paint chipped off. It ended up working out. I am going to be able to skim it over the concrete filler. It didn't bubble out, so that's good. So that's good. At least we won't have to scrape that whole damn wall off. I was kind of getting worried there. If it had to be done, it had to be done. So a lot of straightening. There was a big hump there, so I had to straighten it out. Same thing there. It was a piece of tape yesterday when I was scraping some paint off. The whole tape came out, so I had to retape it and then just fill it today to straighten it out. So here we are now, guys. Now we're finally getting everything first coated now. Get it all to a first coat point so I can start pre-sanding and finish coating. So I got a lot done today. Got the corner bead in here loaded up. All the beads loaded up. I just did the butt joints in here because I didn't have enough time to do them yesterday, and so there was a little piece of tape missing there because there was things in the way, so I moved them, put the tape up. I'll let that dry until tomorrow, and then I'll just load that right across. And it'll be nice and smooth, just like the rest of the rooms turned out. So all the beads are loaded. All the flats on the ceilings are loaded. Like I said, see how nice it is when you let the butt joints dry first, and then you load the flats right across the butt joints. It builds out so nicely. Just builds out really nicely. Nice, easy pre-sand and then skim coat. So got all that done. All the flats on the walls. All first coated now. Same thing on the ceilings. All first coated. Little spot needed straightening there. Got all the flats on the ceilings all first coated in here too. All first coated. Corner beads all first coated. Nice and clean. So far today I've got everything wet that I could possibly get wet. I gotta wait for things to dry so I can go back and skim over to overbuild. So I started skimming out a couple of full walls. So here's one that I've first coated so far. So it's got 1 coat of regular finishing mud mixed with sheetrock 90. and that's gonna make it dry a little bit harder than just normal mud would to prevent crackage. I'll have to pre-sand that and then skim it out 2 more times tight, really tight. That's like a thick build on there. It's just to build it to a new surface so it's all flat. So that's one wall that I skimmed out. Then there was another wall that didn't have a bunch of yuckiness on it, so it was ready to be skimmed out, loaded out, sorry. So you got this whole wall loaded out too. So same thing, this just needs to dry completely and then give it a quick pre-sand and 2 more nice tight skims. So looks good. It's nice and flat everywhere now. Looks like a brand new wall. 2 more tight skims and it will be a brand new wall. And then I did one side of the angles in here because when you 6-inch knife the angles like this, you do one side at a time, you let it dry completely, and then you go back and do the other side. And what that does is allow you to use the side that you coated first as a guider line to make a perfect straight corner. So it's called 3 ways. 1 way, 2 ways, 3 ways. I had to load that up today. I noticed that the guy forgot to load that, so got it all loaded up. So I'll finish, once those angles are dry, I'll finish in the other side, leave them dry. In here I didn't touch nothing. I'm really gonna touch too much in here yet. I'm gonna concentrate on out here. I'd like to get this kitchen and the bathroom done so I can move all this stuff out of here, out of my way for when I'm skimming these walls. I just want room. I want to be able to run through it. I don't want nothing in my way, bumping into things and stuff. So I want to move all that stuff into a corner over there once it's finished sanded. And then whatever I can from the front here, this stuff here in the front, whatever I can move from there, once this bathroom is finished sanded and the tile guy's done his thing on this wall, I can move all that stuff into this corner or against this wall once it's all finished sanded and ready for prime. So same thing in here, I did one side of the angles all the way around. Clean them up nice and clean. So 3 ways, 1 way, 2 ways, 3 ways. So we'll just let that dry completely. Hopefully it'll be dry completely by tomorrow. I don't know, there's not much heat in here. I cleaned up that top edge all the way around so it looks more finished. So just gotta do the other side of the angles. And then the tile guy can pretty much come in tomorrow evening and do his tiling thing. I can just sand up to it, that's no big deal. So that'll be all ready for him tomorrow evening when I leave. So he said he comes in the evening anyway. So there you guys go. This is We Care Drywall Plastering, Drywall Repair and Professional Plastering Services. And this is my project that I'm on right now, and I'm quite enjoying it. Most people hate this stuff, but I enjoy it because you get to see the difference. Make it go from yucky to beautiful. That's what I like. I'm glad I got the before video on this one. I don't generally get before videos, but most jobs I'm doing are new drywall. So it's not too often I get big jobs like this where I got to skim out whole walls and stuff and straighten stuff like this. I enjoy doing stuff like this because then you really see the skill and the technique show. So new drywall and then old stuff, you got to straighten it. New drywall is already straight, you just coat it like normal. Standard systematic coating. Taping, plastering, taping, plastering. So this is all ready now after it dries. Hopefully it's all dry enough tomorrow. Some pretty heavy fill up there and over there, right there and all up there. It's pretty heavy. Hopefully it's all dry enough tomorrow that I can start skimming up and down the whole wall and get the whole walls. First coat on all these plaster walls, I hope. That would be really nice. 3rd day in. And I can start pre-sanding stuff. So there we go. That's where we're at. I'm pretty happy. It's going good. Working like a dog. Just got to finish the bathroom and the kitchen so I can get that stuff out of my way. And then get that stuff in here out of the way. And then I can really start running through here like crazy. All right, have a great day. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Lots of work.